This week on Check Please South Florida, an Italian favorite in Coconut Creek,
The place was like a nice family ambiance. I really like that place.
a contemporary American menu in Wilton Manors,
Very cozy and fun. A lot of locals go there.
and a Salvadorian gem in Pembroke Pines.
I mean, it's very unassuming when you arrive and it's in a strip mall, but then you go in and it's really busy.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.
Additional funding for Check Please South Florida is provided by the Friends of South Florida PBS.
We were just really in heaven.
That was the best red curry I've ever had.
It was snapper. It tasted so fresh. I was going in between each dish.
The home fries were out of this world.
It was just perfect.
Hello, I'm Michelle Bernstein, and welcome to Check Please South Florida, the show where regular people from all over South Florida recommend and review their favorite restaurants. So this is how the show works. Every week, we have 3 guests. Each recommends his or her favorite spot, and then the other 2 go to check them out and see what they think. Today, we're back at Hullabaloo Restaurant in beautiful downtown West Palm Beach. Thank you, Hullabaloo, for hosting us today. This week, culinary student Zudina Hidrovo is ready to give us a taste of the Pembroke Pines spot serving food from the heart. Retired flight attendant Sherry Sauran wants us to enjoy the warm hospitality and bold flavors of her Wilton Manors pick. But first, dessert factory manager Farrell Anticol invites us to a seat at the table at his family's favorite spot. Serving chef-driven Italian classics, he says this place is where you'll want to be. It's located in Coconut Creek and it's called Sette Mezzo Ristorante.
Hi, I'm Chef Franco, chef and owner of Sette Mezzo.
Hi, I'm Rita Filippone, co-owner of Sette Mezzo.
We lived in the neighborhood. Rita, my wife, thought it would be a great idea to open up a restaurant close to home. And Coconut Creek definitely needed an Italian restaurant. That was 7.5 years ago.
My role here in Sette Mezzo is a manager. I oversee the front of the restaurant, the bar.
You know, everyone says it, authentic Italian. Well, I'm from Sicily. My dad was a chef from Sicily. Came here when I was a little boy. My dad was always in the business, so we really grew up around food. That's what it was all about, right? Being Italian, it's all about food. Our menu is a classic Italian-American menu. Our specials is where we shine. You know, through my travels in Italy and other places, things that I really liked and really wanted to emphasize, brought back, and I wanted to make them my own. Support from the community has been huge here in Coconut Creek. Coconut Creek's not that big, but it's a great place to live and work. Very diverse culture here.
Sette Mezzo is a very friendly family atmosphere where you can come and enjoy a great meal with whoever you bring.
So, Farrell, you have been going to this place a really, really long time, right?
Franco, the chef, and his family, well, they own Sette Bello and Sette Mezzo, and then during COVID, he had to close Sette Bello. So he left Sette Mezzo open. We've been going there since Franco opened. I think he opened in 2017.
Sherry, first thoughts?
When we walked in, it was very nice. The lighting, I enjoyed that. We got seated right away. I had 4 other people with us, and everybody came over right away. We didn't have any problem with waiting, so it was very pleasant.
Nice. Zudina?
I really like that place, especially because they had gluten-free options available. I mean, I usually never go for Italian because
it's hard.
Yeah.
If you don't eat gluten and you're a pasta lover, it's really hard.
Exactly.
Good. Okay, Farrell. So what did you have this last time you went?
So my wife had what she always gets, the arancini, with tomato sauce. It's homemade tomato sauce. We shared Caesar salads, and both my boys wanted the fritto misto or a calamari. But Franco does a fritto misto, very light.
Main course?
I had the veal chop. I always get his veal chop. He serves it pounded out. I just get it grilled, gorgonzola and mushroom Madeira sauce on sauce. It's phenomenal.
Oh, you made me hungry. Okay, Sherry, what did you have?
Oh, we started with the margarita pizza, which was done very nicely, crispy. The sauce was really tasty. We also had the Fritto Misto, which I thought was very nice. Once again, the sauces really impressed me, the flavor. And I had the Pasto Fra Diavolo with the lobster, and it was very flavorful. Not too spicy. I like spicy, so I didn't find it to be that spicy, but it was very good.
Okay. And did you find a gluten-free dish for yourself?
Yes, they actually had a special. So the waitress was explaining it to us with a lot of details. She made me feel very welcome in how to order and everything. So I had the lobster pasta, which had white truffle sauce, it had porcini mushrooms, and it had pistachio. It was so delicious.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was the pasta gluten-free?
Yes. Yeah.
So they do have gluten-free pasta for those people that...
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
He makes his own pasta in-house.
Wow. Does he make gluten-free pasta as well?
I'm not sure he makes gluten-free, but he makes his own pasta.
But still, as long as he has it, that's awesome. That's good to know.
And he makes his own mozzarella cheese and everything, so it's very
delicious. Did you have anything else?
Yes, I had as an appetizer, I had the grilled calamari steak. That was very nice too. It came with white beans and spinach and in a garlic sauce, salt, pepper, very nice. And I really liked the service as well. She was very nice. It made me feel very welcome because sometimes when you order something gluten-free, people can get a little, but she was very open and so welcoming. I really liked it.
That's great. Anybody have dessert?
I tried desserts everywhere, so.
So that's a silly question for you.
He does a nice homemade tiramisu. It was like a giant cube. It's not like a slice, it's just this giant cube, very soft, moist. It's really a traditional tiramisu.
And I think your wife and Sherry had the same dessert. Sherry, why don't you tell me about it?
Apple fold, oh my gosh. And I'm not a sweet eater, but I wanted to try everything.
Is an apple fold a traditional pastry? I've never heard of that name before.
He just puts baked apples in puff pastry and then puts it in his wood fire oven.
And then they have gelato.
Cinnamon caramel swirl gelato.
It was so good.
And you?
I had the orange sorbet, which came in a rind. It had a very cute presentation. So it was a nice way to end the meal. I really liked it too.
That's lovely. So how did you find service, Sherry?
I found the service to be very nice. The person that took care of us, Reza, was wonderful, and it was very bustling that night. It was very busy. We went on a Saturday, so he was a little apologetic because it was leisurely, but that was okay. When you're with friends, you enjoy talking and catching up.
Each other.
Yeah, it was very nice, and it looked like a lot of locals going there that I noticed. So
okay, how about the neighborhood and parking?
So he's in like the dead center of a strip plaza. So parking there's never a problem. It's right there. He has outdoor parking that you can pretty much park near right next to him.
I didn't find a problem.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Did you find value in the food?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, what I had lobster in it, so the prices were a little bit more upscale, but it was totally worth it for that pasta, absolutely.
Okay, well, Farrell, Sid the Mezzo was your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
Traditional Italian restaurant, family friendly, date nights, business meetings. It's just a really great place to go.
Sherry?
A great pick, nice people, good service, and delicious food.
Sudina?
Wholesome Italian restaurant, excellent service, delicious food.
A family-friendly atmosphere and Italian comfort food are waiting at Setto Mezzo Ristorante, located at 6370 North State Road 7 in Coconut Creek. Open for dinner Tuesday to Sunday. Reservations are accepted, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $65. Today because we are making so many people's favorite dessert. It's something I don't make enough of, and now that I made one for you, I'm just going to keep doing it. This is tiramisu. So these are a few things we've done already. This is a beautiful sabayon. Sabayon, which is a very traditional classic, I guess you can call it kind of like a sauce. Anyway, it's taking egg yolks and sugar and a little bit of Marsala wine, and you cook it over a bain-marie, which means a hot water bath, and you keep whisking it in a bowl until it gets really beautifully thick, like this one. Check this out. It is just gorgeous. You see this? This is sabayon. Here in front of me is mascarpone cheese with a little touch of vanilla paste You can use extract if you can't find any paste, but they do sell it in a lot of markets. Basically, you just make sure you combine that paste really well and soften the mascarpone either with a mixer or, like I'm doing, by hand using a rubber spatula. So the next thing we're going to do is add the sabayon to the mascarpone. And mascarpone is a cheese. It's very thick and rich and delicious, but it doesn't have any saltiness or sweetness to it. So I use it sometimes in pasta sauces, but also in desserts. Equally beneficial. Next, we're going to fold this together. Make sure that's combined well. And the thicker your sabayon is, and by the way, whisk away as much as you possibly can until you have a beautiful sabayon. And then you take some unsweetened whipped cream. And the reasons why it's unsweetened is because there's so much sugar already in your sabayon. See, it's a good amount, that you don't need any more sweetness. So all we're going to do is fold in whipped cream. If you want to add more vanilla to this, you can, but remember your vanilla is already in your mascarpone. So go ahead and fold that together. Now, let's make the tiramisu. So in here, we have a lot of espresso, probably more than we need, but we love coffee here. So make as much as you want. To that espresso, I'm going to add some Marsala wine. We already have some of it in here, and the rest of it is in here. Take whatever type of receptacle or container that you feel like using. You can use a glass trifle mold. You can use a loaf pan. Totally up to you. We don't care. We just want you to be happy. So take your lady fingers. These are the crispy lady fingers. It's up to you what kind of cracker cookie. Lady fingers obviously are traditional. Don't soak them for very long because they will get soft very quickly, right? So you'll want to start, because they become malleable and very soft, check that out. It very quickly forms into whatever you want it to form into. So I'm just going to keep going and quickly do one full layer. So now we've reached our first base. And then we're going to pour this sabayon whipped cream mascarpone mixture. And when you're done with that, this is what it looks like. This is my finished tiramisu. Now, you always want them to be in your fridge for at least 8 to 12 hours to really set. And you always want to dust it with a little bit of cocoa powder. This is the traditional way. To take a scoop. I don't think there's really a perfect way to do it, but let's look at all the beautiful layers. Might not be the prettiest you've ever seen, but it is probably one of the most delicious. You guys have got to try it. Now retired flight attendant Sherry Sauran is ready to take us to a modern American restaurant with an international flair. It's located in Wilton Manors and it's called Union Kitchen and Bar.
Hi, my name is Chrissy Tanat. I'm the chef and owner here at Union Kitchen and Bar.
And I'm Roberto Colombi, co-owner and sommelier here at Union.
The concept of union itself came, yes, because it's our union, right? We're married, and the union of our passion for food and wine, and obviously service and all that. That was the base to the start of what we wanted to do. We are very much a seasonal restaurant. We do almost everything from scratch, from the pastas to the ice creams, the desserts, and all the proteins and stuff that we get. When I make the menu, I combine his background, our fresh pastas and stuff from, if it's northern Italy, and then we'll sometimes take influences from other parts of Italy, and then I incorporate some of my background, which is obviously South American, Peruvian. So you'll see things on the menu that'll change seasonally.
My background is wine. I was a sommelier at Gordon Ramsay in London, and that's how I started here in the United States as well. We wanted to create something in the front of house that is unique.
That is the goal, to create an experience that people can match as a service, like great service, great food, Union Kitchen and Bar, we'd like to say, is an extension of our home.
Why do you love it so much, Sherry?
It's just a nice neighborhood gem, even though it's a larger restaurant, but it feels small and cozy. They have indoor and outdoor dining, and it's very pleasant.
That's perfect. Farrell, were you impressed?
Yeah, it was a very nice restaurant inside. The decor is really, really nice. It was very impressive.
Okay, Zudina?
Yeah, I really love like the murals they have outside. They're so beautiful with the cranes and the walls and everything. And bistro lights, it was super cute. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Sherry, what did you have this last time you went?
We started with the pork belly tacos, which were delicious and unusual, different flavors, which I liked. And
was it a soft taco shell?
Yes, it was a soft taco shell. And then we also had the octopus, which was grilled perfect, nice charred, and it had this delicious olive oil with light sauce on it, not too heavy. Main course, I had the squid ink pasta with seafood, which was delicious sauce.
Farrell, how'd you do?
Oh, I had the pork chop, and it was served with farro. I just found it the farro was a little, I guess I'm not used to farro. And my son had the squid ink bucatini.
Any appetizers?
Yeah, we had the crispy polenta with tomato jam,
How
which
was that?
It was very good. Very small, but very good. And because we went with a party of 9.
Oh, you don't have to tell me about all of it.
Oh, no. But we had the deviled eggs,
The whole menu.
it stood out with the sweet potato. It wasn't for me, the deviled eggs,
The
because it
deviled
tastes
egg-
like deviled eggs.
It
but-
had sweet potato?
Like in the puree with the yolk.
Really?
Yeah. It was
Well, that's
quite interesting.
Did it make it sweet?
Yeah. So it threw me off a little bit.
Did you have that as well?
No. I had the crispy polenta. It had a goat cheese cream sauce and a tomato jam, which was really nice. And then my husband and I shared the chicken wings, and it came with an ají sauce. It was so good. I think the ají sauce totally made the dish.
Were the wings fried or grilled or
Oh,
roasted?
no, they were just grilled.
Okay.
I asked, because sometimes they have like crumbs or whatnot. So yeah, he said they were safe for me to eat. And then for the main, I had the braised short rib, which was very tender. It was cooked beautifully. And it came with a pumpkin puree sauce. And I had to ask for more because it was so good with it, so it just paired perfect with the short rib. I really enjoyed that.
Desserts, anyone?
Of course. But
Silly
I had the
question for you.
flourless chocolate cake, which was very fudgy, which I expected it to be. And then the dessert of the evening was a brookie. And friends thought it more like a brownie than a cookie, but the brookie was interesting. Yeah.
We had the donuts with the pumpkin ricotta dipping. Oh my gosh, it was so good. It was really light and flavorful, not too dense or heavy like donuts can be sometimes. So that was really nice.
Did you all have cocktails or anything to drink, by the way?
We had wine.
We had wine, but we started with a pet nat, which is in between a cider and a sparkling wine, which was delicious.
Farrell, what did you think of the service?
Service, Jonathan made a point to take his name. It was phenomenal. He gave us a heads up on parties that were coming in. That it was just, service was impeccable.
Zudina, what did you think about the area and how was the parking?
The parking was very easy. There's a little parking lot right there. You can park your car and just come right in. No issues.
Okay.
Very
and
nice.
Sherry, let's talk a little bit about prices and value.
The prices are average to above because it is nice and it's upscale. But you can still be casual and be outside and be on the patio. There's a bar out there. You could eat at the bar. You can, it's nice because you have the option if you want to sit down and be cozy or be outside where it has a little more going on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sherry, Union Kitchen was your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
Neighborhood gem in Wilton Manors and very cozy and fun. A lot of locals go there and a lot of people can walk there because it's right in the neighborhood. So it's really nice.
Farrell?
It's a good community spot for unique dishes.
Zudina?
I think it's a great place to go with friends for like drinks and tapas, or you can go on a date night for a proper dinner.
For inspired American cuisine, you can visit Union Kitchen and Bar located at 2309 Dixie Highway in Wilton Manors. They're open for dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Reservations are accepted, where their average price for dinner without drinks is about $65. Finally, culinary student Zudina Hidrobo is ready to introduce us to the place where every meal embodies authenticity and warmth. It's located in Pembroke Pines, and it's called El Atlacat.
Mi nombre es Santiago Chávez, soy el dueño de la Atlacat de Pembroke Pines. Pues nosotros venimos acá por la guerra y como todo inmigrante, ¿no? Venimos y agarrar lo que primero salía. So, me salió a trabajar en un restaurante italiano. Mi hermano, mi socio que está aquí, que es Manuel Chávez, trabaja en un restaurante cubano y ahí es donde nació la idea, decidimos por la comida, esto es lo que hicimos desde que llegamos y esto es lo que hemos seguido. Bueno, normalmente nosotros, bueno, tratamos de hacer lo más típico que se pueda de El Salvador, pero normalmente lo que vendemos es, lo típico, ustedes saben, la pupusa, el tamal, ahí tenemos el plato número 1 de nosotros, es la carne asada, que es la que se vende más, el churrasco. Cuando tú ves un cliente contento es lo máximo. Estoy muy orgulloso de primero representar mi país y segundo, es mi fuente de sustento y aquí sostengo muchas familias. La verdad me siento muy orgulloso de ver a mis clientes contentos que les gusta mi comida.
Wow. So you tell people not to judge this place, right, by the modest setting. Can you tell us about it, please?
Yes. I mean, I've been going to La Atlacat for over 15 years. Loyal customer. So
they must love you.
Yeah. I mean, I used to go to the original location in Little Havana, which has been there since 1989. And now I go to the one in Pembroke Pines by my house. So I just love going there because they always meet my expectations. The food is always delicious. The service is always attentive. There is a strong sense of community. And it's just wonderful. Like every time I go there for so many years, I'm happy. So I love it.
Farrell, you were impressed.
Yeah, actually, I mean, it's very unassuming when you arrive and it's in a strip mall, but then you go in and it's really busy, really busy. The takeout was busy, the bar was busy, everything. It was a busy place.
And for good reason. Sherry?
Yeah.
I found it to be definitely a lot of locals there. I love the traditional murals on the wall, and everybody seemed to know each other. It was really cute, and it is unassuming for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Zudina, tell us about the food that you had this last time you went.
Okay, so for appetizer, I had a pupusa, of course. It's like mandatory when you go there. The one I had was pupusa revuelta, which has pork, beans, and cheese. And then for the entree, I had the seafood soup, which is the mariscada. And you can have it in crema, which is like a milky broth.
Farrell, what'd you have?
I had the special, the Catlat special, which was shrimp, chicken, steak. They gave you two choices. I had rice and plantains.
So kind of like a platter?
Yeah, it was a giant platter.
Okay.
And when I say giant, it was giant. It was fantastic.
And the pupusas?
Pupusas were very good. The corn tamales was very good. It was like mushy corn. It was fantastic. Yeah.
Okay, Sherry?
We had the combination. I went with my girlfriend, so we wanted to try everything. It was so huge when they brought it over. It had tostones, it had chicharrones, it had pupusas. Everything was very good. We had the grilled chicken with the sauce, and that was delicious too. And we were going to order some more tostones, and she said, don't do it. There's too many on your plate. So we stopped there.
What did you have for dessert?
I had the flan de coco, which it was just like the one that my mother makes.
Oh,
it was so good, like just the caramel on top.
Are you El Salvadorian?
No, I'm from Venezuela.
Okay.
But I still love Salvadorian food.
No doubt, no doubt. Any fun drinks?
Yeah, my wife had the sangria, and it was full of fruit. Like it was phenomenal.
Was it a red one?
A red sangria, yeah. And she asked for a second glass, and they didn't strain out the fruit, so it was like just this really rich alcoholic fruit. It was fantastic.
I know it's a silly question because I know the answer, but let's talk prices and value for this food.
For three of us to eat and take back home, $45. I mean, I thought it was a deal. I couldn't believe it when I got the bill because I paid for my girlfriends to go since they were so sweet to go with me. And I was like, this can't be right. And yeah,
that was our impression too. It was like, wait a second. And it was like really inexpensive.
Did they forget something on the
We thought, I didn't know. Yes. It was really good.
Well, I think Atlacat was your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
It's delicious comfort food, consistent quality for decades, and the must-have are the seafood soup and the pupusas.
Farrell?
Yeah, it was a great community spot. I'd go back again, but they also have breakfast, so I'll go back for breakfast.
Nice. Sherry?
Cute little traditional local spot where everybody seems happy and eager to serve.
Well, for superb Salvadorian cuisine in a family-friendly setting, you can visit El Atlacat, located at 8984 Taft Street in Pembroke Pines, open daily for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Reservations are not accepted, and the average price for dinner without drinks is about $45. We've had a wonderful time. I want to thank my guests, Farrell Anticol, Sherry Sauran, and Zudina Hidrobo, and our guest for today's episode, Hullabaloo Restaurant in downtown West Palm Beach. For more about the restaurants and recipes featured in the show, or if you'd like to apply to be a guest reviewer, visit us at checkpleasefl.com. And as always, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Join us next time for 3 guests recommending 3 of their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please South Florida. I'm Michelle Bernstein, and I will see you then.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.